Okay, all of you saw Ethan Peck hanging around in the back of our Anson Mount interview last week. Of course, we couldn't not talk to Mr. Spock himself. As such, with a thank you to Mr. Anson Mount, we were lucky enough to chat with Ethan about playing Mr. Spock and what it was like acting in Star Trek Strange New Worlds. Please let me know in the comments if you enjoy these interviews. Who knows what the future holds? Maybe we've got some more surprises in store for all of you. Okay, hit it.
Ethan, thank you so much for joining us at Wales Comic Con today. How are you doing?
I'm great. Yeah, it's been a busy day. People seem happy and excited to be here, so that's always nice.
What's it like coming and meeting all the Star Trek fans? Like, you speak about being part of a family. What's it like seeing a family?
It's awesome. To be an actor that's working is amazing. To be an actor that's working in Star Trek is so incredible because the fan base is so ardent and excited, and they make us all feel super welcome and validated and appreciated. So that's amazing. Fantastic.
Let's talk Strange New Worlds, of course. We've got to talk about it. How did you find the reaction to season 1? Like, fans were loving the show. What did that feel like for you?
Incredible. I mean, I didn't know what to expect, and I actually didn't read any reviews. I mostly heard from people working on the show, like, oh, it's doing really well and you're being accepted, and I mean, that's hugely nice to hear.
Because you've spoken about the pressure of taking on the legacy of Spock. Can you tell us a bit more about that? Like, what was it like on that initial first day turning up to set to play Mr. Spock?
I was just waiting to get fired for 6 months. And even when we went to Strange New Worlds, I was like, I'm getting fired. Yeah, so that's all was there. A lot of doubt.
Well, you're back for season 2 next year, so fingers crossed. If you could describe season 2 in one word, what would you call it?
Oh, that's a tough task. Surprising.
I think we were all surprised by the episodes of season 1 and the stories as well, particularly episode 8, The Elysian Kingdom. How did you find that one?
Yeah, so we had heard that there was going to be a storybook episode, a fantasy episode, and I feel like I was still getting my wrapping my brain around the Spock that was in Strange New Worlds, and still learning about him and figuring him out, and then to play a completely different character was quite intimidating and a challenge for me because I'm on set and I inhabit this particular character, and so to kind of let go of that and be on those same sets was very challenging. Yeah.
Very nice. It was certainly an interesting episode. Anson telling us about the deleted scene of the Jeffries tube earlier. That was a funny one. How did you find that experience? Did you know that was going to get removed?
No, I had no idea. He embellished a little bit. I wasn't cussing a bunch. I don't really complain on set. But I did think I was going to fall and hit my head and maybe die because I had to climb this ladder with really long robes on. So it wasn't the safest.
Let's talk about the season 1 finale, because that was obviously the old time jump there. Very interesting episode for all our characters involved. How did you find playing with sort of older Spock, I guess we could call it, and also the accident as well?
Yeah, it was, again, the first season was very nerve-wracking for me. Yes, I had already been Spock in Discovery, but I took on what felt like a whole new magnitude of responsibility in Strange New Worlds because you get much more in-depth with Spock and his personal life. And I hadn't seen, in the original series, it's a little lighter, right? I think that we go into more detail in Strange New Worlds, and that felt like a huge responsibility. So I was just nervous. I was combating nervousness the whole season. And because I was being even more like Nimoy's Spock in that final episode, I felt particularly unsure of myself, doubtful. Yeah.
Going into more detail, obviously your character spends more time to T'Pring. That's an interesting element because obviously that character appears once, I believe, in the original series, and that's it a little bit. So what was it like, exploring that side of Spock? Because it's a pretty unique side of a character to explore.
Yeah, I mean, again, we did it very carefully because not much of that has been explored, and so. Again, I mean, I hate to keep using this word, but I was just so nervous to not do it properly or authentically, and it was just a really delicate balance because, I think that with Vulcans we associate them with sort of like coldness and logic and maths and things like that, and to involve sex, in Spock's life is very nerve-wracking, because it's like what's too human, what's not human enough. So, hey.
Hi.
How are you?
Joining in.
Hi.
Christina, Chong. See you later.
See you later.
So yeah, we wanted to do it justice and also keep it grounded and make it real. And that's really hard to do with this sort of character, especially when he's doing something that I think we associate with humans.
So I guess we could call Spock the template Vulcan in a sense, because he's the first one who appeared on screen, therefore everybody thinks that is the Vulcan image. So I guess maintaining that, but developing it further, is a real challenge for the writers and also for yourself as the actor.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm so lucky to have the writers that we do, because they're so talented, they're so dedicated, and adhere to Star Trek's legacy, to canon, and they do a lot of the groundwork, do a lot of laying of the groundwork, and then I just get to have those experiences sort of as truthfully as I can as the character.
Season 2, is Spock explored more deeper in a sense, like building off what we just said there? Are we exploring him more and more?
Yeah, I think we're exploring him more deeply. God, I don't even, it feels like years ago. We just wrapped in July. I honestly don't really remember that much of it right now. Feels like a lifetime ago. But yeah, I think every season we're just going to go hopefully deeper and deeper into these characters.
That's fantastic to hear. I'm pretty sure I can say this for all Star Trek fans at home. We're all looking forward to season 2 when it comes out, so good luck.
Thank you so much. I think it's going to be well worth the wait.
We'll hold you to that one.
What's that?
We'll hold you to that one.
Yeah.
Ethan, thank you so much for joining us today.
So much.
It's been a pleasure,
Likewise.
and good luck. We'll see you soon.
Thanks so much.
Awesome.